tous les sens interdits, j'entends tout ce qu'il faut, les vrais, les faux et les non-dits. Je suis une fille et je plante mes talons aiguilles en plein dans ton mille. Si tu te défiles, prends garde à toi mon cœur, je pleure pour ton manque de style.
How do you think I'm going to get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had and kicked me out on my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Good evening, Legion, and welcome to Tales from the Grim and to Bad Moon Rising, our Urban Shadows campaign set in the fictional city of New Acadia, where everything is fine and no one is in immediate danger. Wink, wonk. Okay, so there's no need to panic. I am Lauren, aka That Salty Ginger, over on the Twitter, aka the Smooch Queen in our Discord, still the reigning Smooch Queen. And I will be your very kind and benevolent MC tonight because we have guests and I am Southern and I'm always hospitable to my guests. So let's go around and say hello to the cast and find out who and what they're playing, starting with our regs. Avery, whose pin I am wearing. It's so beautiful.
Hey! Hello, my name's Avery. I go by Mapbat Online. I'm playing Evangeline, our dear sweet aware who might be Fae, we don't know. She may not be a werewolf, she may not know how to use any weapons, but that doesn't mean that she can't commit murder, which is exactly what she did last session.
Damn it, that was good.
That's what he deserves.
He does. You slayed him, and nothing could go wrong after that performance.
Yeah, he's fine, honestly.
Oh no, yeah, you're fine too. You're totally fine. Hey,
Yeah,
speaking of fine, Tommy, did you like that? It was a straight up compliment.
I mean, I don't know. Anytime I get a compliment from you, Lauren, I just get a little bit more worried for my characters. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, Lauren. I'm hoping it's just going to be a nice and flowers and sunshine and rainbows episode, and I don't think I'm going to get it. Hello, I'm Tommy. I play our resident angry, sad wolf boy, Eden, he's very proud. He's very proud of Evangeline right now. But he also has some words for a certain someone.
I'm sure you're going to get to deliver those words, and nothing that happened earlier in the series is about to come back and bite you in the butt. No bad segue. Allison, hello.
Where were you going with that? I'm really
Don't worry about it. Allison, you're here.
I am. Hey, everybody. It's Allison. I play Sister Claire Fiorentina, late of the Scholastic Sisters of, God, I can't remember what my saint was. It's been 2 weeks.
It's Mary Magdalene.
Saint Mary Magdalene. Thank you so much.
Have to look at my notes.
You know what, though? I'm going to go there. I smooch the Smooch Queen. I do it in real life. I do it a lot. I just want you to know she gets super embarrassed when I say it. This is what I love. I live for this. Just putting it out there. I needed some way to get back in the game tonight.
Greg, can you mute her? Okay, moving on to someone who's incapable of muting someone apparently and who has betrayed our very long, close friendship, Greg.
Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome back to Tales from the Grim. I've been away for a week in sunny old South Carolina. at a little place called Myrtle Beach with my friend the ocean. I am relaxed, I am highly intoxicated, and I am in character. I'm here tonight to play lovable Doyle Reed. He might be a dragon. Anyway, I don't mute anyone ever because I, of course, am the reigning Smooch Queen. Back to you, Lauren.
I was thinking about the levels of harm that some of the NPCs can inflict, and they all just got turned up by one. Kiana, hello, my friend, the only one I can trust in this crew. The end.
Hi. Well, you can trust me, but I don't know if you want to trust Ophelia ever with anything. Because, yeah, I play Ophelia, the Tainted, who, trash fire. That's how to best describe her. Tonight, there's just, there's fireworks going out outside because it's Canada Day, and my wish, the end of last session, was to fuck some shit up. So, this is going to be a super chill, nothing ever is going to go wrong episode today, obviously.
Yep. Speaking of nothing going wrong, let's go over to our guests and their sunglasses that are both very stylish and mysterious. Let's start with Pope. Hi, Pope.
Hello. Hey, Legion. It's good to see you all again after a bit of a hiatus, and we're in for some fun tonight, especially in this old town.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about who you're playing?
Oh, I'm just playing the most dangerous man alive, Gillian, also known as Kay. Been around in the good old city for 18 years and just has a nice, charming reputation. Bit of a firecracker, as it were.
Yes. And I like to read the little spiels under the playbook titles. So for the veteran, once upon a time, you were someone important and dangerous. People knew you and gave you a wide berth. You were a force to be reckoned with in this city. And then you got old, broken, or both. So that's the kind of spiel for the veteran, but I want to ask a little bit more about Kay. How long have you been in the city?
18 years. Family moved over from the deeper south when he turned 18 and decided to go to university in the good city.
Yup. What was your greatest accomplishment in the city?
Greatest accomplishment? Well, getting my revenge without selling my soul, winding up in prison, or being in debt to somebody.
I mean, really, what more can you ask for in this system/city? Why did you stop?
Mostly got what I wanted and had an idea of what would happen if I kept going.
Smart man. And what do you desperately need?
Real friends, not business associates.
You came to the wrong place.
None of them are nice. Well, maybe Evangeline. All righty. And Jim. Hello, Jim.
Good evening.
How's it going?
Oh, this is awesome. This is, I believe, my second time on this channel, and I could not be more delighted because it's Urban Shadows, which I am horribly, horribly addicted to.
It's true. Tell us a little bit about who you're playing tonight.
Tonight I'm playing Sebastian Coulmier. It's from an old family of magicians, wizards, if you will, as sort of a tradition that's been passed down through them. He's as part of what some might, who may know me, consider my branding. Yes, he is old. Yes, he is tired. Basically, has not been too thrilled with being in the family business, which is basically keeping like greater demons and things from beyond off of this plane of reality, because it does not allow him to have like an actual life. He tried once, it didn't work out, and he is still paying for it.
Oh, good. So, the wizard. Mages are among the deadliest and most powerful of all humans. Their ability to reshape the world around them grants them tremendous powers. Nothing corrupts quite like power. So for your questions, how long have you been in the city?
It's been something like probably a bit over 20 years, and mostly he sticks to the outskirts, or he has a place that's basically in the swamp at this place, a little house. It's mostly because it's far enough away from his family's manor house that he just doesn't want to, be in their radar. But still needs to get there from time to time, unfortunately.
Yep. What keeps you up at night?
Well, see, the trouble is that Sebastian's older brother, Maurice, is the current patriarch of the family. Maurice likes to do a lot of wheeling and dealing, and unfortunately is very ambitious. And it seems that Sebastian's son, Jason, has picked up a little bit of that ambition and has come back home to claim his legacy. Even though when Sebastian's wife divorced him, he explicitly forbade her to ever let him to come back.
Ain't it funny how it works out sometimes?
I know.
What have you sacrificed for your power?
Oh, everything that was considered a normal life. At first, he didn't think he was going to have to make a sacrifice, but now he basically has to sacrifice just the whole point of just being able to do anything that he actually ever wants to in life. He is a servant to it, no matter what it is. If it's not a servant to the family, it's a servant to, well, you have the power, you've got to do the right thing.
Oh, Jim. All right. And finally, what do you desperately need?
A way out. A way out for him and Jason to get the hell away from these people who want to control and manipulate them. I don't think there's a way out, but that's what he needs.
Oh, good. All right. Yep, this is going to be good. Alrighty. So, for everybody watching, we have several donation options below that give you the chance to impact the narrative by helping or complicating the crew's lives. So you can check that out. I'm sure nothing bad will happen today, especially after that round of intros. So, recap time. Doyle managed to resist the control of Marie's coven and planted the scariest smooch we've ever seen here at Tales from the Grim, but I was still technically part of it, so I am still the smooch queen. Ha, ha, ha. Ophelia was contacted by her... No, I'm recapping. Shush. Ophelia was Thanks, Greg. Ophelia was contacted by her patron Belle and instructed to get leverage on Aaron, the archfey, who was busy revealing his connection with Evangeline. After this, Eden took Evangeline to the South Spectra Art Gallery, where she confronted the shit out of Theo, her ex and the thief of her work. Interestingly, Desi, who was responsible for Theo's quick rise to fame, did not interfere with this and was also really wasted. Anyway, Ophelia couldn't stay to meet up, though, as Claire needed her to go pick up a still bleeding Doyle. By the way, Doyle is still bleeding. Claire, seeking a cure for what Marie did to her arm, sought help from Father Lincoln Crane, who had a rather interesting tattoo that probably has nothing to do with dragon killing. And that's where we left off. So, let me just check that. Oh, right. Sure. That's important. Everything's fine. Just let me put that on a loop. There we go. So, hey everyone. It's 8 o'clock here in the City of New Acadia as this very pretty music plays and everything's fine. We're all calm. With the exception of maybe one of our party who has noticed the full moon rising in the sky. But I think let's first start at Trinity University as Father Lincoln Crane and Claire come to a stop outside of the science building.
Claire has taken off the shawl that she often wears to cover her head and is using it as sort of a sling, but really what she's trying to do is just cover up whatever it was, whatever demonic thing that Marie did to her, so that others can't see it. Father Crane, the science, I thought you said we were going to the music department.
I did. Change of plans, it seems. You don't know when this change of plan was made, but he starts walking toward the building.
I'm following along.
Great. As you're walking up, what kind of cell phone do you have, Claire?
An older iPhone. Like,
what's the ringtone? Because we all know that's what really matters.
It's it is it's Onward Christian Soldiers.
Okay. Great.
Played on the organ.
What? Yep, that's what starts going off.
Huh. Who's calling?
It doesn't say.
No caller ID?
It says unknown on it.
Hello?
Hi, Claire. It's Marie.
Click. Hang up.
It starts ringing again.
I contemplate briefly putting it on silent. I fall a couple of steps back. What is it?
I just wanted to inquire about your health.
Why?
Silence. After a moment, I was wondering if you might perhaps want it undone.
I think I have that taken care of, Marie. Thank you very much. Why are you really calling?
I thought we might put the incident from earlier behind us.
Marie, we'll put it behind us when you demonstrate that you have even the smallest and most paltry of souls to care for anyone other than yourself. If you'd like suggestions for how you could demonstrate that, I have some ideas.
Who thinks they're going to be able to fix you up, Claire?
Why do you keep trying to change the subject, Marie?
I'm curious as to who thinks they can undo my magic. Since obviously we're not going to be getting along, I just like to know who you think has more of a soul than I do, if that's your problem with me.
I'm sure you're not familiar with the text, Marie, but the Apostle Paul says that by his stripes we are all healed. Click.
You still owe her a debt, right?
If you say so.
No, I don't say so. It's written down here in my notes.
Yes, I'm sure I do.
Great. The phone rings one more time.
What do I have to roll?
You can refuse to honor a debt.
And what happens to me when I do that? I don't remember.
I mean, not good things. So let me pull that up for you, my friend. Let me just get that going. Right. Oh, look, there it is. How lovely. Well, that's cash in a debt. No. Give me my base moves. Here we go.
I got it.
When you refuse to honor a debt, roll with heart. On a hit, you weasel out of the current deal, but still owe the debt. On a 7 to 9, you choose one.
Okay.
You owe them an additional debt. You lose face with their faction, or you mark corruption. On a miss, you can't avoid the noose.
Well, I need to find out what the deal is, so I will answer the phone. Marie, what is it you really want?
Answers to 2 questions.
Go ahead.
I want to know who you're going to see about your arm. And I'd like to know what you saw earlier in my shop. Answer those and we can end our relationship on if not a positive note, at least a neutral one.
Well, as for the first question, Marie, I can answer honestly that I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going with someone that I trust.
Does someone have a name, Claire?
I'm not sure it's anyone you'd know, Marie.
Try me.
It's one of the priests from St. Louis's.
Which one?
Father Crane.
That's wonderful. I'm sure he'll patch you right up.
As for your second question, I saw nothing but darkness until my friend Doyle broke your plate glass window.
Isn't lying considered a sin in your religion?
Did I see something actually that I'm not remembering?
No, you didn't. But you lied to her and said you saw her death.
Oh.
The thing that saved your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that's what she meant. Sorry.
I did.
Well, Marie, I'm sorry. It was very sad and it was very tragic, and there's nothing that can be done for it. At least there's nothing you can do.
Roll persuade an NPC.
Didn't I already beat her on this? Didn't I already?
It is you. No, sorry. You rolled mislead, distract, or trick, and it says they are fooled at least for a moment. It is not a permanent thing.
I see. Okay.
Let's just roll that. Let's just roll it. Just do it. Just do it.
That's a miss.
I'm sad. I'm sad about it.
You do have an advantage.
Do I?
Does she?
Yeah, we just got
You
advantages.
just got advantages for
everybody.
all. A
Oh.
little before this happened.
Although you also have a complication to hold on to, Lauren.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
I've been throwing donations in chat.
Oh, I can't see anything.
Well, I'll just use that advantage right now.
It's funny because you're supposed to use them on the head of time, but sure.
Oh, wait, what? Sorry, I'm supposed to use
go.
what?
No, just go.
No, I'm totally good.
No, just go. I didn't know it was there.
Okay. Still a miss.
So I will repeat, Claire, isn't lying a sin in your religion?
Under most circumstances, Marie.
Well, my dear, I will show you the kind of honesty I can provide, just to set a little example for you. Now that I know that you're with Father Crane, and I know Father Crane and his friends very well, I guess I can contact that lovely woman from out of town who said she was looking for someone of your description. Oh, what was her name? What was it, Claire? Do you have any idea? Who I could be talking about? Someone you might not want to see again, but
I
who's
have an idea.
anxious to see you.
I have an idea.
Well, I'm gonna call her up and tell her where you are for lying to me. That's honesty. Click. Claire, are you coming?
Yep, following right along.
Great.
Phone on silent now, back in my pocket.
Sure. Okay. So as you ascend the stairs up into the science building, and Father Crane opens the door for you, you see as you walk down the hall, most of the lights are off except for one at the end, and there's a rather large lab. And inside there are 4 people.
Before we get there, can this change of plans has got me a little bit suspicious.
Okay.
Can I figure someone out?
Go for it.
Yeah, this is the good father here that I'm trying to. Okay. Oh, it's a miss. Damn it. Rolls are crap tonight.
Okay, so you are in their faction. You get a question anyway. So look at the list and let me know what you'd like to ask. I'll do this as you're entering, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to jump out at you. So there are 4 people in the room. There is a rather good-looking man with brown hair, looks kind of like an artsy type, you would guess. There is a woman with silver blonde hair in a very nice suit. And there are 2 men who look pretty similar, although one is older than the other. Sebastian, describe what you look like.
Sebastian looks like he's probably in his 40s. It's a little hard to tell. He is very kind of shabby looking. He has the 10 o'clock shadow, and is basically sort of wearing a disheveled suit that probably should look better, ideally on a person, but for some reason you put it on him and it just gets wrinkled and thrown all over the place. So a trench coat, nice vest and tie, and he is wearing a pair of colored spectacles. He is also carrying a cane with him sort of at his side. And he just looks very tired and suspicious of everyone. But you know him already.
That's right. You do recognize Sebastian, who looks out of place. It looks like these people are they're almost too good looking and tailored. even the like sloppiness of the artsy one is very intentional. There are silver streaks running through all of their hair, including Lincoln's hair as well. And
so my question then is, what is he hoping to get from me?
Debt. He wants a favor.
Okay.
He holds the door open for you and you can walk in.
I do, and nod modestly.
There's a recording of piano music playing that the kind of artsy one seems to be really enjoying as he sits back and is the last to look up as you come in. He seems very taken with the music. Do you two wave at each other?
Yes.
Totally. Totally.
Father Crane looks down a bit at Sebastian. You two know each other already.
We've met, Father. A few times when I come into the city. It's a few years back.
Your brother, who I don't think Claire has met before, but you can kind of see the resemblance between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Except Maurice is dressed much more elegantly, or at least less shabby.
He actually pulls the suit off.
Yeah. Kind of narrows his eyes at Sebastian, which Claire, you clock. It's not. I don't know if Maurice is a subtle man, but he looks pissed. But that may be his resting face. He might just be kind of pissed off in Sebastian's direction. Finally, the artsy one stops the recording of the piano music and stands up and walks over to you and holds out his hand.
His like to shake my hand. I take his hand.
He does one of the really icky things where he like holds your hand, like the bottom of your hand with one hand, and then puts like the other hand on top. Yeah, one of those guys. Nice to meet you. I'm Damien Morgan. Professor Morgan is fine too.
I'm Claire. Fiorentina, just Claire is fine.
Well, this does not seem to be the hand in question. Emma, and the very tailored woman with the silver blonde hair comes over.
And as she does, I unwrap the left hand from the shawl, like I would if she were a nurse.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear. Who did this to you?
I look at Father Crane. I want to be completely sure that he trusts them.
He nods at you.
Okay.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm fine, but I think Marie. Her name's Marie.
Oh, that explains it.
Can you do something about it?
I think so. It may take a few resources, but it's not impossible. And she walks off along the walls of the lab. You see some odd things back there. I mean, maybe things that aren't out of place in a lab, like there's a hand like in a jar, things like that, like animals. And there's one jar with a bright blue eye in it. And there's a container. There's like there's a small window on this like metal container as she's like walking through that seems to have like a purplish tint on the inside of it. And she finally starts pulling things down that look pretty random to you. She kind of nods at Sebastian, who has been, I think, kind of enlisted into helping, and looks at him to gather a few things. So what kind of things do you think that this kind of ritual will require? Her hand looks rotted. So I want to give you kind of free reign to like pick your components here.
I think we need silk. I think that's probably a good start. I think we probably need a something representing the making of something whole. So something doesn't actually have to be a piece of flesh, but something that's representational of one. Given who we're working with, I guess they might be using bread. And probably then we're gonna need just something from Claire to try to just make it work sympathetically with something that's already aligned to the way that she is.
Oh, that's perhaps the shawl that she wears as a head covering.
Fantastic. So I want to let Sebastian kind of lead this. All of them are assisting except Maurice, for some reason, who still looks generally irked. So I think this may be a channeling move would work if you wanted to use that. Otherwise, we could do something like let it out, which is, I think, rolling the same thing for you. I just didn't know if channeling would give you more specific.
I have 3 spells.
Oh, great.
I think none of which involve healing.
What are they?
Very creatively call this armor of some kind, which we might.
I could be sold on that.
Yeah, sort of the idea. Okay, like I sort of am then passing my, sort of adjusting my my spectacles and passing my cane over it, kind of in the way that I do when I am weaving a shield together. But this is more to knit the tissue.
Yeah.
And try to make it whole again. And so that'll be channeling.
Yes, and Emma seems to be gathering more things that you would commonly associate with healing.
Yeah.
So they're going to combine those together.
Excellent. All right. Let's give this a try.
Oh, and you have advantage, so roll twice and take the higher.
I will do this thing. Okay, that's a partial.
Nice.
And that's a nothing.
I think we'll take the partial.
I'd very much like to do that, yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So when you channel and collect your magics, roll with spirit on a 7 to 9, hold 3, and choose 1. You either take -1 ongoing till you rest, suffer 1 harm, or mark corruption.
Oh, let's mark corruption. I think that I'm kind of like just being surprised, and I'm just more interested in healing in basically healing Claire than in thinking too much about it, I'm like, okay, I just put a bit of my own essence into it because it's like, my God, what's going wrong here?
Yeah.
So I will do that.
Yeah, and then you can
Awesome.
spend the 3 to I think they're going forward, and you can spend the 3 on the spell.
Yeah.
Costs. Something like that.
Yeah. The spell is
Spells details.
to do it. Spend 1 hold to provide armor +1 to yourself or someone nearby, or 2 to provide +1 to everyone in a small area. So if we assume that, say, like we're translating armor into damage in this particular instance, then it's however, how much harm have you got? 2? Okay,
2
so
harm.
2 with my hold.
Yeah, great. So you notice Sebastian's, I would say you putting your own essence into this, Sebastian is much more, I don't know if emotional is the right word or passionate, but Emma's very cold as she does it. Very removed, whereas Sebastian, you can almost kind of feel him as he does this. And your arm first changes color. It hurts. It burns as the skin goes from gray back to your natural skin color, although maybe a little redder, like almost like a sunburn. And slowly you have your arm back.
When it begins, she cries out and can't. It's more than she can bear at first, but she doesn't pull it away, and grits her teeth through it. And so, when it's over, I'm breathing hard. And Sebastian, is that it?
Yeah. And at this point, I've probably got my hand on your shoulder. You got it. You got it. You'll be okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nice to see you again.
and you, my friend. But now there's not really a moment to waste. What Marie told me. Did you know what's happening to these churches? I'm looking back at Father Crane now.
Oh, yes.
And then you know who's responsible.
We have known, yes, but it seems to be out of the area for now, though they are expanding.
So the churches are safe now? Is that what you're saying, Father?
No. I'm saying they're just not as focused here or on the quarter as they once were. I think your friend Marie scared them out.
But Father, our parish is the world, not just the quarter.
Damien snorts, and Lincoln gives him an intense stare. You're right, of course. Sebastian, why don't you and I walk Claire out?
Yeah, of course.
Maurice kind of calls back, aren't you going to ask her? And Lincoln looks back. Some of us have a little more tact than you, Maurice. We've been around a little longer.
Ask me what, Father?
If you could help us as we have helped you.
Help the church, Father?
In a way, yes. We are trying to find someone.
The the vampires who are doing this.
No. But
Well-
someone who is as much a danger as they are.
And who might that be?
Claire, have you ever met a dragon? And we'll cut over to Coconuts now, where Doyle is bleeding in a booth, I believe. Yup, there he is. Bleeding in a booth. It's another good song title. How you doing, Doyle?
I'm apparently bleeding.
Yup. That's what I know.
I have staunched the wound and am right as the rain, as I have come to Coconuts for my medicine. Allow me to imbibe.
How have you staunched the wound exactly?
With sheer willpower. No, I'm bleeding. You're the GM, I'm bleeding.
Last time I checked, you were just making sure. It's been 2 weeks. Alrighty. So you're bleeding in a booth. Ophelia is on her way and will arrive shortly. But Kay, you're in Coconuts. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm in a booth just chowing down some delicious cheese fries and down them with a tall glass of beer.
Great. Describe what you look like for us.
Oh, what you see is what you get, ma'am.
Awesome. There's a rather pretty ginger freckled waitress that comes up to refill your beer, has a small name tag that says Penny on it, and she tops you up.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Can I get you anything else?
No, but actually, yeah. Bit of a regular. Could you ask Sam behind the bar if he still got that first aid kit? Because somebody sprung a leak in this place.
She kind of looks around to see what you're talking about, and her eyes light on Doyle, and the empty glass in her hand drops and shatters on the floor.
Oh, now, sweetie, you just go on over and talk to Sam, and just bring me back a dustbin and one of them sweepy things. I'm sorry, words are kind of hard right now. I was concentrating on my food, and now I have to concentrate on cleaning.
No, you don't. I'll get it. I just know that son of a bitch. I'll be right back.
Oh, well, this is gonna be fun.
And she scampers off to get the first aid kit. While she probably still look for it because it's Coconuts and who knows where it is. During that time, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, because I again doesn't know where Doyle is, just sees the blood trail and from his time in New Acadia goes, someone sprung a leak.
Yeah.
So taking a fistful of the cheese fries and just stuffing them in his mouth, he is going to slide out of the booth, watch the glass shards, tiptoe over in his sandals, such a tourist, but blends in, and just follow the trail.
Yeah, and Doyle, you're perched in your booth. Would you like to describe yourself for Kay?
Yeah, devastatingly handsome, obviously an alcoholic. No, he's been through the mill, got the cowboy hat on, maybe a touch paler than he normally would be, but he carries the stature and the frame of a fallen boxer, but the raised nose of one that doesn't know he's been beaten.
Evening, cowboy. Looks like you got yourself into a bit of a scuffle.
It's New Acadia, my man. It is the evening time. Scuffles
Indeed it
are
is.
plenty.
But this is probably one of my favorite hangouts along this strip, and I can't have you leaking everywhere.
It will eventually stop one way or the other.
Well, I don't necessarily need another ghost haunting this bar, so we're gonna stop that now.
Wait, what's the name of the ghost that haunts the bar?
Oh, that's Charlie. Old piano player, got shot over a game of cards.
Perfect. Love it. Cool. So as you've gone up to him, the waitress, Penny, is stalking toward you with a first aid kit and kind of slams it down onto the table.
Well, before he recognizes it's Penny, it would go something like this. I appreciate your concern, friend, but don't worry, I'll definitely... Oh, fuck.
Yeah, hi.
Hey! Hi, Penny.
You're bleeding on my tables.
It's not your table. I will clean it. Give me 1 and or 8 rags and allow me to sop up what is left of my...
I don't want you handling any bar rag until you're sewn up.
Well,
who's got a steady hand? Not it.
I'm pretty steady.
All right.
Now,
let's give it to the bouncer over here who's ready to kick me out for leaking.
Well, they kick you out for less, but let's see that arm. And Penny, if you'd be a dear and get me some of that bottom shelf whiskey, I'm going to need to definitely wipe this down. This thing's a big enough gash that those little antiseptic wipes ain't going to do it.
She's already got it.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you, sweetheart.
No. That's all she says to Doyle. No.
You had no reason to be mad at me, but that's all right. You do you, Penny, and then I'll get sewn up. I'll have a dozen or 2 drinks, and then I'll be gone. I'll be out of here. I got a party to go to.
Well, let's see that arm, party animal.
This is so fucking weird. All right, here.
All right. Oh, I know what this wound looks like. You went through a pane of glass.
God damn, you're right. I think I did anyway. It was dark, and I was running from witches, and I had a nun with me. It's like just another night in New Acadia, man.
Run away from witches, he said.
I don't know. Guess so.
Uh-huh.
Marie?
Now, why'd you have to go and piss her off?
Nah, I didn't piss her off at all.
You don't jump out of Marie's unless you pissed her off.
I jumped out of Marie's because I felt the need to be outside when I was inside.
Look, sir, Doyle here has a habit of pissing women off.
Penny, no one asked you!
Penny, far be it from me to be a judge of character. I just know that Marie's just a sweetheart, and you have to do something rather severe to get her to flip that switch, as it were.
Marie, y'all talking about the salon down the way?
Oh yeah, she's just a peach.
I got a party. I would like to get to it. Marie's great. Okay, everybody? I had an altercation with her window. I have nothing against Marie.
All right. She's just one of those accountant types. She tends to remember things. Cash them in later.
Good, that makes one of us.
Okay, cowboy, let's get you onto that party. Now, if I can just get that last nerve to stop twitching, I can actually get through this.
Hold on a second. I gotta make a telephone call.
Not with this arm, you don't.
Oh, you gotta use my other.
Okay.
My ride's on their way. I'm gonna put her through the test, see if she can answer the phone when I'm not there. He's gonna call Ophelia.
You calling Ophelia?
Yep.
Great.
You know, the answer is that she's absolutely going to pick up the phone.
Yep.
I'm counting on it.
Hello?
Hey,
Aren't you, like, bleeding somewhere? Like,
I am bleeding at coconuts.
right, that's, like, what they told me. Like, you're still bleeding right now?
I am
You hear,
bleeding.
like, the rushing of air. You can barely hear her over, like, the sound of traffic.
I am losing blood and momentum. We have a party to go to, and I am waiting. I've been trying to get there, and it's been a night.
Yeah, well, like, hold on. I'm like, I said you hear, like, the pull of the motorcycle right in front of the...
Hey, I hear a motorcycle outside.
Yeah, that's like totally me. You know that,
I
right?
know it's you. Awesome. Come on in.
No, I'm just gonna wait out here, obviously. And she
I can't
says that,
move.
the door opens.
My new buddy, the bouncer's he's sewing me up. I got cut.
Yeah, I think she's entered now, so they're just talking.
Yep.
Hey, I gotta go. Ophelia's here.
So Kay, you can finish patching him up and Doyle will heal one harm, not two.
You're going to need to take it easy on this arm, cowboy. Managed to get what little sterile gauze was left in this first aid kit on the worst of it, and you're sewing up, but you're still going to be leaking for a little bit.
Well, much obliged, my friend.
Is he okay now?
As long as he doesn't do anything stupid, he should be fine.
Good. And she
He
slaps him
immediately
across
puts up his arm. He immediately puts up his arm. I jumped that shit.
Greg always knows when I'm about to slap him.
Hey, you can have a free one if you want. Here. There you go.
Do you have a drink in front of you? Fucking you, Greg.
Nope.
Why do I ask you anything? I don't have to ask you things. I can just make moves. Fine, she takes Kay's drink and pours it on your head.
Oh,
I'll get you
wait.
another one.
yeah.
Waste of alcohol.
I'm mourning the passing of soldiers now fallen.
Sorry.
I mean, you could have just poured the rest of this out, handing her the bottle back of the cheap whiskey.
That's a good idea.
Well, I see you like your cowboy marinated.
No, it just helps with the smell. And she turns around.
She just likes her cowboy. She just doesn't know it.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
Anywho, I'm leaking now, but it's whiskey, and the boards on this place are soaked through a couple decades back. But thanks for the. It's nice. It feels tight.
You're welcome for the assist. And I think he just looks over and is seeing Ophelia come by, and goes, "Well, I'll be. I didn't know I was gonna get lucky tonight."
What?
Some people's reputation precedes them, and I've been waiting for this moment. Again, as big as this city is, it's still a small town, and I've come prepared.
Yeah, Ophelia's gonna skip over, because what else it shows? She's gonna skip in this fucking bar. And she definitely, I think she goes to initially like do like the lean on Doyle, but then sees that he's soaked in alcohol, and just like, nope.
I got cut and doused in whiskey.
Greetings,
How you doing?
Tornado. I bring an offering.
I mean, that's like the first time I've ever heard that nickname, but like that sounds super cool. And she just like totally just takes the lollipop. Thank ya.
Excellent. Well, got to abide by those rules of hospitality dealing with someone of your stature.
I think Ophelia's just like, oh, okay. I mean, sweets are one way to go about it. Who are you exactly?
By all means. I'm Kay. I remember your boss.
Oh, okay. That makes like a little more sense. Yeah. Aren't they awesome? They're like super cool.
Oh, we go back, but we're not necessarily friends.
Well, I mean, I guess that happens. Did you like help him with, and like points it out with like the whole leading thing?
No, we were part of that accord that happened a while back.
Yeah. I don't really know that much about it. Like, I've kind of heard some things about it, but then like, Desi really just goes on like so many tangents about it, and then I just don't, it's really hard to listen to it sometimes.
Well, if you run into any Fae, he'll be important.
I think she's gonna stop at that. I think
What are we
she's gonna
talking
do
about?
Does this like Fae happen to like one?
Oh, honey, I don't know one, I know all of them.
Do you know one like that's named like Aaron or something like that?
Oh, the old archfuck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to put him, yeah.
No, he didn't actually show up. The contract was sent in and then signed. Fortunately, I didn't have to sign it because those things haunt you. But it kept Arcadia safe and it got me my revenge, so all was good.
Well, if you find out anything more about him, there is something in it for people who might know stuff.
I'll just inform you that he's high up in their hierarchy, sweetie. Not one to typically be trifled with unless you've got a nuke painted and targeting him.
I mean, I'm not directly targeting him, just information.
Oh, you need some old books if you're going to look up on old Aaron. Old books. See, he's got title, and title means power. It also means certain rules that you have to abide by. I'd suggest, actually, if you want to get a good step forward, you get a bribe. Something nice and old-timey. Next time you run into each other, offer it up. Oftentimes, Faye, once you offer them a gift, can't say no.
That's super awesome information. Thank you so much. By the way, would you be interested in going to a party or something? I mean, that's where I was going to take Doyle after this and everything. And you seem pretty interesting.
That's the first thing I've understood.
Go ahead, cowboy. I didn't mean to interrupt your rambling.
No. I don't understand what's going on, but she said party, and that's where I picked back up.
So
yeah,
you
Jimmy Buffett
and the
could come with us.
cowboy are going to a party.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of other people who are going as well. But yeah.
All right. I get the feeling this is an old get-together. And I wasn't initially invited. I'd love to crash.
I mean, technically I was sent out to give out invites and stuff like that. And invite people who were interesting. So you wouldn't be crashing.
This is one of Belle's parties, is it?
I mean, yeah.
And he didn't have the mind to warn you about me. Oh, this is sweet.
I think she tilts her head at that, but like doesn't say anything.
Oh, by all means, darling, lead the way.
She's gonna. I mean, like I have my motorcycle. I could fit 2 people on it, but
We
I could
got
also
it.
give you.
I've got my car out back. I can just follow you.
No, ride with us. You gotta sit behind me and hold me on. I gotta make a call.
No, how about you lying
sit behind
back
tight.
of my Woody there, cowboy, and you can
Oh,
make...
I need a few more drinks for that, big fella.
Oh, good gods, you're one of them with the phrasing. Oh,
I
anyway.
mean, like words are kind of important, and phrasing is kind of important. You know, double meaning and all that.
Yeah, but puns are the lowest form of comedy.
Are y'all walking out at this point?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you head out, there is a booth near the door. And I
shit.
think Doyle would, out of all 3 of you, Doyle probably gets scents first. And this is one that you haven't smelled in the vicinity of the quarter in a long time. It is the smell of earth. It is the smell of dry death. There's a group of about 3 people in a booth, pale skin,
No shit.
sitting there, and Penny is taking their order, and they seem to be, as she walks away, one of them grabs her elbow and tries to spin her back around.
Shit.
As soon as he says shit, just head swivels.
Vampire?
I
Dead.
sincerely hope not.
Kay would know, like, Marie kicked their ass to the curb a little while ago, and it would take, something must have interrupted concentration on it, because they should not be here.
Oh, these. Okay. These are alrighty. I know what they are.
Just leaning over as probably somebody still got their arm in pain. Oh, excuse me, kind folk. I see that there's a disagreement ongoing.
Yeah, I don't know how it's any of your fucking business, though, old man.
No.
Shit.
We're all cool. We're all cool little Fonzies here. We're not trying to have any. No, we are.
No, we're not.
What the fuck is a Fonzie?
Oh
Fonzie's
shit.
cool. Fonzie's the coolest, and we are all cool.
While this is going on, Doyle looks over to Ophelia and he goes, "Oh fuck, party's come to us!" And he jumps him.
Okay,
Son of a bitch.
let's cut away to South Spectra Art Gallery, where everything's totally fine and chill in comparison. Hey, what are y'all doing, Evangeline and Eden?
I have a question. Does Theo ever sort of step away from the gallery at any moment?
Sure, I would love to give you what you want here, Tommy. So yes,
I'm very scared about that.
you should be.
So, where I don't know, where does Theo step away to?
Like the back to smoke. People
Mm-hmm.
do
All
that.
right.
People smoke, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Eden follows. He sort of, looks at Mimi and says, "I'll be right back.
Why? What? Why?
I gotta use
Why?
the restroom."
I can always tell when you're lying. You're so bad at it. Look at you. It's like other people wouldn't be able to tell, but you have like levels, right? Levels of stoic, and they alternate based on if you're lying or not. Do you think you sound like Batman?
I don't know what you're talking about. What's...
You just did it. Literally just did it, though.
I'll be right back, Mimi.
Evangeline.
Get to know Evangeline. You seem to like her a lot.
Yeah, I'll go get to know her right now. Evangeline.
Yeah,
Eat.
I think. Sorry, you go. I think she probably got pulled away by some critics who are like now hounding her with questions.
Oh
And
yeah.
She looks very stressed about it, but she's answering them all honestly.
Yeah.
And the moment Mimi calls out, she's like, I have to go. I'll answer any more questions you have soon, I'm sure. And she just like before they can answer.
I need Miss Johnson. Any more questions for her? You can direct to me. I'm her manager. So, yep, we'll be in contact for more interviews. And she goes with you and kind of leads you toward the bathrooms. Hey, so Eden just lied to me about where he's going. Do you want to go find him?
Where would he? I look around. Can I see Eden leaving?
I'm gonna say Eden's pretty quick, right? Like he moves quick, and you were surrounded.
Moves quick, knows how to blend in with the crowd.
Right.
Like.
Fair enough. What?
Well, it is nightfall. The sun has set, if you know what I mean.
I honestly, and she looks back at like the critics and the crowd, like, to be honest, I kind of want to leave now anyway. I don't think I've ever spoken in front of that many people.
That was epic. Like, you are like goals, okay? Seriously.
I don't think I've ever been referred to as goals, but thanks. Let's find Eden.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. He said he was going to the bathroom, so he probably walked that way for a second to like fool me, but it didn't work. So we could start there. I don't know my way around this place. You probably do better than me.
Yeah. I'll take us, and she'll lead the way, or even if Mimi needs it, push her in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And start heading towards the bathrooms first, and just seeing if any sign of Eden away. But
cool, Eden. So you follow Theo outside, who is downing something from a flask and furiously texting and smoking. You're muted.
You know, smoking and drinking's real bad for your health.
Fuck. What do you want?
I just didn't quite appreciate what you called Evangeline in there. Seen types like you before.
Okay. What are you, her boyfriend?
Just a friend. But I just wanted to let you know. Don't get any smart ideas. If you're thinking about any sort of revenge, you're gonna have to deal with the pack.
The pack? The pack. Okay. All right.
And then Eden just
Don't think any funny ideas. All right?
As you make that sound, you hear it echoed in the alleyway that you're in. like
As
coming
in,
from
somewhere
like,
else.
yes.
Eden sort of like turns his head towards the sound. And so he's got pretty good hearing. Does he see anyone?
Yeah, there are 3 figures approaching, but you get the scent before you see the faces, and you can smell Kit and other wolves.
I suggest you get out of here while you can, Mr. I guess the best word for you is poser, I suppose. And I know about your little deal with the demon. Not really impressed.
So, hearing these growls, the cigarette falls from Theo's mouth and he slips inside, revealing nothing for now. Don't worry about it. And you can see Kit and these 2 other figures approaching.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Kit is a lot more demure than you've seen them. They're looking over at this other figure that looks remarkably like them, which you can assume to be James, the leader of the Strays. And he looks at you. Well, we just came to say hi. I heard you wanted to have a conversation.
Yeah. You don't work for other people. You don't work for Kara. All right?
Is that's it? You're just gonna tell us who we work for, Eden? Oh, sorry, you're like old now, Mr. Joe.
Kid, I used to be a lot like you.
Oh my god, he's really doing that. You guys, he's doing that. No, go on. Sorry. Respect your elders and all that.
Yeah, you do respect your elders. Punk. You know where things you do get you?
Where?
Get you in jail. Prison. And you may be the top dog of your little pack, but I guarantee you, it won't be the same there. If you value your life, you value the pack, you're gonna quit your little adolescent outbursts. Getting in trouble, picking fights, doesn't do anyone good. Only brings harm those you protect. And that's what PAC's about.
Yeah, packs. Do you consider people who aren't wolves part of the pack, Eden, Mr. Joe?
PAC means family. They're part of the family. They're part of the pack.
Family, yeah. So, next time you think about threatening my sister.
Eden's going to try to reach out and slam him against the wall.
Okay.
All right, and I've got it.
Yep, you said you were making a move, so go ahead and unleash an attack.
All right. And I've got advantage, if I remember correctly.
You're still in your human form, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you have 2 advantages, so go ahead and burn one.
All right. Oh! Yeah.
That's great. Okay,
that was
so-
that was double sixes.
That's awesome. So you inflict harm, and then you can either inflict terrible harm or take something from them.
Oh, I'm taking his pride.
Great. Yeah. So yeah, describe this move for me.
So I think Eden goes in, and it's just a, grab by the throat and just slam his head into the side of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, the harm is he's probably definitely got a concussion, and they've just got him pinned up there.
Okay. As
You really want to threaten me, James?
He's had the wind is knocked out of him. He's gasping, and he looks definitely not nearly as intimidating as he did before. But the other two jump you, Kit and the other one that are with him. I don't have to roll anything. Your back, I would assume, is to them because you slammed them up against a wall.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're going to do is Kit's going to pull you off, kind of grab you by the back of your head. Now, the strays aren't the same as your type of wolves, like the Lotus Pack type of wolves. They're more local. They're like Rougarous, like Loup-Garou, to where they're more like a hybrid form. So you can feel claws stick in as they pull at you. And the other one is going to try and trip you up on your legs. Again, I don't really have to roll anything. It just happens. So you're going to take one harm.
So how does armor work?
Armors negate one harm. What is your armor?
I have this lovely move called Reckless. If you jump right into danger without hedging your bets, you get +1 armor.
Yes, I would definitely
say I've got 1 armor right now.
So that negates... I need different music than this. Where's my Dark Streets music? This is too chill. Stop it. Okay. I have no good combat music. It's fine. So you will not take the harm from her claws as she pulls you, but the other one sweeps you. And James is out of it for right now, but you are on your back, and now you've got two and a half wolves on top of you in a back alley alone. Let's cut back inside to the South Spectra Art Gallery, where Evangeline and Mimi are.
Alrighty. Does the AI come back into the art gallery?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, because I'm real nice.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think they spent a little bit of time wandering around just to see if it may have got into one of the other rooms of the art gallery. I'm going to assume that it's like most of it's still open but pretty dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're just keeping an eye out, and she'll lean down to Mimi and say, should we look outside?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know why he'd go out. Sure. Yeah. I don't know where it is. Let's pick a direction.
Yeah. Sorry, yes, I think she's already leaving.
I just want to know what he's doing. Like, he didn't have to lie. He could have just said what he was doing, but he was so obviously not going to the bathroom, you know?
Just hope it's not anything too reckless. Yeah, she'll start heading out. And
great. As you head, in fact, the same way Eden headed, a lovely pale lady with strawberry blonde hair in this blue fitted dress walks in front of you. Hi.
Do I recognize her as the one that hit my car?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hi. I never caught your name.
Kara.
And she kind of, the grip on Mimi's wheelchair tightens a little bit because she's not quite sure what to think. But my name's Evangeline. Sorry, it's not really the way to introduce a conversation. But is my car fixed?
Yeah, we're working on it.
I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm looking for someone right now.
Are
Is it
you
okay
looking
if
for Eden? Did you come here with Eden?
Yeah, I guess insisted we come here after I got my stuff back. It's a long story. We don't really have
Oh
much
yeah,
time.
he's so sweet. And this must be his sister.
Can I see how Mimi's reacting to this? Like, does she know?
She don't know who this is.
Okay. So yeah, this is Naomi.
Yep, Naomi. Hey, hi. I've heard so much about you from your brother. I'm so happy to meet you. Is he around? Can we find him?
I think Evangeline's definitely giving Kara a look of like just uncertainty, considering that this woman rammed her car.
I mean, she didn't do it. Her driver did.
Sure.
He was supposed to call me. We were supposed to like hook up later, and he hasn't called me yet. So I decided just to come meet up. He likes confident women, you know, assertive.
Evangel's definitely avoiding eye contact at this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, we were gonna find it in any way if you wanted to come with, I guess.
Great! You're so friendly. I like you.
Thanks. And yeah, she'll try and go through the door.
Great. Yeah, Kara goes with you and with Naomi.
I'm so sorry, Eden.
Yeah. As you walk out, you see Eden is on the floor. 3 figures are above him. There he is.
Eden's militarily trained here.
Yep. And outnumbered. And now there's a 4th person who's probably not going to do anything. Who's also militarily trained.
Oh, God.
All right.
There he is.
Just gonna try to whoop their asses.
Great. Okay, how are you going to do that?
I mean, we're in an alley.
Kind of functioning as a group now, which and you are not. So I know what that does.
I fight like a small group though.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Even that means you can take more harm. Well, not more, but okay. So yeah, what are you gonna try to do? And then I'll say what Kara's about to do.
I mean, it's just all about, I think, sort of as Eden goes down, he's gonna try to like, you know, roll around to get back up, and then it's all about it's all about keeping a profile so that he's only fighting 1 to 2 people at a time, and is just gonna try to disable each of them as he's going.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I do need to say one thing though. Okay.
The moment Evangeline sees this, she's gonna try and do a U-turn with the wheelchair and get Mimi back inside.
Yeah, Kara's there. She's behind you, let's say, as you try to turn around.
Is Eden already fighting at this point?
Yeah, it looks like it's starting up again. Are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What do you do, Evangeline?
Yeah, she's gonna say, "Listen, just let me get Mimi back inside. I don't know what's going on, but
no."
I think her shoulders sag a bit. I was just like, oh God, why did I? And she's gonna probably take a stance that puts her in between, between Mimi and everybody else, if she can get Mimi behind her, so she is facing this group somehow.
That's so cute. You're so cute.
I wish I could say the same for you.
You see her eyes go from that kind of crinkly friendliness to not. And then her eyes travel down to your neck. What do you do?
I think she's got a hand in her purse, but I think this is probably going to be something that's... Actually, I'm going to cash in my debt with Kit. And I'm going to use my aware move.
Uh-huh.
Which is back me up in a bad situation.
Oh shit. Okay. Tell me about it. Tell me all about it.
Yeah. I think it's less of a verbal thing. But I think seeing this, and I assume feeling this immediate hostility from Kara, she'll like look over and probably lock eyes with Kit briefly. And there's just that look of like, help me. There's there's an innocent here. We are in a public fucking space. What are you doing?
Back.
Of an art gallery. People come here to smoke.
Okay. When you cash in a debt with an NPC, and let me just pull something up because it's an NPC. So basically, when you cash in a debt with an NPC, you can either make them answer a question honestly about their faction. Oh, well, what you're choosing is back you up, right?
Yeah. When you cash in a debt with when you cash in a debt with an NPC, add this option to the list, back you up in a dangerous situation.
Perfect.
So essentially, they'll help me. They won't die for me, but they'll help me.
Yeah, I love it.
I think one of the things that it says. That it's like they'll use their resources to help you. A wolf might bring their pack.
Yeah.
And Eden has warned them off of Kara.
Yeah. So Kit, who has been quiet up to this point, is going to get distracted from this fight and kind of call out, we didn't say anything about that one. Nobody's supposed to get hurt but him. And Kara takes her eyes away from your neck and kind of looks over and pouts at Kit. You're no fun. That was your one chance. Okay. Be nice.
Yeah, I think she's got like an arm in front of Mimi and is just like staring Kara down, visibly shaking, but still keeping the eye contact. I can help it we won't cross paths again.
That's so great for you.
Yeah, I think
status of the moon right now. I'm getting a little worried about that right now.
It's out, my friend. And as the clouds clear in front of it, you, Kit, James, and unnamed goon, we'll call Gus the goon, all of you are going to either have to transform or you can attempt to resist it.
I think we all transform.
Yeah, that sounds right. So, Evangeline, the only thing that maybe could make you tear your eyes away from Kara is the sound of bones crunching and flesh ripping and the guttural sounds of dogs from behind you.
Yeah.
It's like the scene. Have you seen Trick or Treat? Can we talk about Trick or Treat?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, there's the sound, at least from the three of them. It's like gloves of flesh are being off.
Can I say that this like back me up in a bad situation has given me an opportunity to push Mimi towards the door to get back in the art gallery?
Totally. Kara will Kara will let one of you pass.
Yeah, it's Mimi.
Okay. Yeah, Mimi does not want to go inside.
She's being shoved through the door. I'm sorry, Mimi. And she'll lean down and say, I'm sorry, but you can't be here for this.
Well, I'm gonna call the fucking cops.
Call them from inside and pushes it.
Yeah, you can try, sweetie. They won't get here in time. And she smiles at you again. You two just look like you're like hanging out on the back porch of this art gallery. And then you can see now in the moonlight as it comes through, the 4 figures in the alley are no longer human. But I think we'll cut back to where things are actually calm. Hey, Sister Claire and Sebastian, what's going on, y'all? You chilling? You good? You getting a drink? What's up, friends?
I think we're hearing something and trying hard not to say anything.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're fine. Claire's arm is fine.
Yeah.
You know.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're having daiquiris.
He just asked a question.
Yeah.
An innocent question.
Yeah. Do you know any dragons? Dragons are cool. Maybe people like hanging out with them. I don't know why, but.
Dragons?
Yes, I know it sounds kind of odd.
Why? Go ahead.
Why? Dragons are a problem, wouldn't you think? I assume you know they're real based on your situation.
Yes.
Have you ever come across one?
Yes.
Really?
Really?
And you're alive? They can be quite manipulative. And destructive, which is why I'm surprised.
Do you imagine that I'm not capable of taking care of myself, Father?
I never said that. Would you tell me who this dragon is?
Why do you want to know?
To be able to defend ourselves and this city. They're dangerous, Claire. We've already located one, and we're just trying to make sure that they don't have any plans for us. They tend to come to a city and take over it. Sebastian, you've read the lore.
Yeah, I mean, it's scattered all over the place what we have on it. But sometimes, I mean, they've been known to do that in the past. It's a lot tougher for them nowadays, I reckon. But, I mean, this isn't... yeah, I've read the lore. This ain't exactly my family's line of work. But not for hundreds of years anyway. But, you know... Is this somebody who's been out killing folk? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And we just want to take some defensive measures, you know. If we know who they are, we can put up enchantments around to keep them out of certain areas, you know, protect the citizens of New Acadia.
Father, forgive me for being so bold, but if your concern is to protect the citizens of this city, it seems to me that our first priority should be the vampires that are burning down our churches.
We're looking into it.
You're looking into it.
Yes.
And how many more houses of worship are going to be destroyed before you've finished looking into it?
Hopefully none. But may I ask, who told you it was the vampires behind this? That is one theory of ours, but we have not confirmed it.
I have.
How?
You know who I am.
You saw them do it?
I don't respond.
Are you trying to trick him?
No, I'm trying to vex him the way everyone in this freaking city vexes me.
He furrows his brow. That's somewhat different from the theory we have put together. I mean, if there have ever been firebugs in this city, it hasn't been the vampires.
I can tell you, Father, that there's no mythical creature flying around the skies of New Acadia breathing fire on our churches.
Not yet.
Not to speak out of place, Father, but if she's seen something, it's probably worth looking into, yeah?
I'm sure you're right, Sebastian. Why don't you give Sister Claire here a ride to wherever she needs to go? Take my car.
All right.
And as he passes you the key, he whispers to you. It's not even really a whisper, especially between mages. It's the equivalent of mild telepathy. Like he would have to be that close to you, all this stuff, but all you hear is get a name.
I just sort of nod, and I'll take the keys and say, "All right, sister, let's get you wherever you need to go."
Thank you, Sebastian. That would be a terrific help. And are you gonna hold the door for me? And
yeah, I think it's like he'll remember it the last second and then do it. And sort of
thank you. As I take my seat and as I'm waiting for Sebastian to make his way back around to the driver's side, I would like to let it out and extend my senses to Doyle.
Hold, please. Sure.
Okay.
So roll with spirit.
Yeah, what I'd like to do here is just to get a sense if he's where I left him and how he's doing. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so that's a partial success.
All right, so mark corruption. What are you at right now? 3?
4.
Okay, so you can. I'm assuming what you want to do is extend your senses, supernatural or otherwise.
That's right.
Great. So what are you trying to get a sense of where he is, how he's doing?
Yeah, just that, where he is and if he's still in danger.
He is at Coconuts. He is, maybe his presence is a little weaker to you than it usually is, but there's some adrenaline kicking in right about now. Like how, if you could picture him, he'd be smashing bottles while a jukebox played. That's not necessarily what he's physically doing, but I think that's what that's how I'm going to describe the spirit right now.
That's how I feel it.
Yeah.
Okay. Will you let me, if I know that, will you let me lend a hand to
You're so
assist him?
Well, here's the thing, right? So you had that vision about the vampires attacking, and when you rolled that, you rolled a miss.
Yep.
So anybody dealing with vampires attacking has a -1 to deal with that situation. I was going to tell you on a second. So lend a hand would you would get rid of that if you succeeded.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So as I've recognized this, and I'm gonna pray for him.
Yep.
To lend him a hand. All right, let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? I found it. Okay. And I'm rolling with which? Is it
it's
wild?
A move. Yeah, I guess it would be
and its faction. Yeah.
With your faction, right? So it's wild.
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty, here it goes. A partial success.
Okay, so you can on a hit have a +1 or -2 to their roll. I assume you want to give them a +1.
I do.
Okay. On a 7 to 9, you expose yourself to danger, entanglement, or cost.
Can I pick? Do I pick? Or do you pick?
Just tell me which of those you like the most, and we'll see.
Entanglement.
Okay. Sebastian. You're sitting. Claire, have you told him where to go yet?
No, I haven't. I'm doing all of this waiting for him to come around to the driver's seat.
All right. As you get into the driver's seat, Sebastian, unless there's something else you would like to do.
I actually, when I get into the driver's seat, I just sort of exhale for a second, and I just sort of shake my head. And as I'm turning the car, getting it started, I just sort of turn to Claire. I ask, "Sister, this dragon you've seen, has he really been killing folks lately? Has he?"
Sebastian, I assure you that he has not been killing people.
Yeah, the idiot's got enough trouble as it is. And I just sort of turn the engine over and just start driving.
And yeah, I do, because I trust you, damn it. Can you take me to the quarter?
Sure.
I guess we're not far from, or are we? No, we're back at the university.
Yeah, you're across.
Yeah. So can you take me to the quarter?
Hey, the longer this trip is, the longer it'll take me to have to go back and hear my brother prattle on forever.
That was your brother.
Oh yeah, you hadn't met Maurice, have you?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that fella's a piece of work. He's rather ambitious, I'd say. He got all that from our parents, unfortunately.
Pride cometh before a fall.
No kidding. He seems to step over every single crevice without skipping a beat, though. I don't understand it. Ain't been caught out yet.
His time will come.
Yeah, if wishes were ponies.
Sebastian, how do you know Father Crane? You were the last person I expected to see when I walked in that room.
I was the last person to expect it until we got there. Unfortunately, it's my brother likes making deals with folks, and we hadn't done. I swear we hadn't done dragons for centuries. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. But then again, I never know what the hell he's thinking. That's part of the problem.
So he's made some kind of a deal with the church, or just with Father Crane?
If I had to bet on it, he'd probably try to keep things as secret as possible. I'd be guessing just Crane. Never know with him.
That's troubling.
As the two of you are driving, you pass by one of the many churches in the city and a large graveyard. Claire, as you had let it out and lended a hand, there's something about you that's more open now. Sebastian, you being in tune kind of with the weave and things like that, you can feel it too, like she's almost shining on the web, and you hadn't noticed that before. You knew there was something about her, but it took a while before you even knew, and now she is shining. It's noticeable. It's probably noticeable outside of this car.
You're burning the candle pretty high tonight, aren't you?
I'm sorry?
Got a sheen off you.
I
can always tell, you know that.
Oh. Well, I was praying earlier. Perhaps that's it?
Must have been one hell of a prayer. Start buying them in bulk or something?
You know me, Sebastian.
Yeah, you probably got a membership card.
As you come to a stoplight by this church, a group begins to cross the street. The group is wearing all black, long robes with some streaks of white, and you can see religious icons hanging from their necks. And the thing that probably made you notice them, besides just their large grouping, Sebastian, is that they all stop in the middle of the crosswalk.
This is not conducive to the flow of traffic. I'm just going to lean forward and looking.
They're probably just tourists.
They turn, the light turns green. They do not move from the crosswalk, and they all look into the car. Now, obviously, revealed to be nuns.
Are these friends of yours by any chance?
No, they are most definitely not, Sebastian.
I think we better back up.
Yes, I think that would be wise.
I'm going to just brief glance, and I'm just going to if there's no one immediately behind me, I'm going to try to throw it into reverse and turn around.
I said there was no one immediately behind you.
If you know.
Yeah.
If not, we have to get creative.
There's only one behind you, not immediately up against you. But there's one, and she is far more imposing than the ones out front. There's just something about her. If Claire shines, she's almost like a void, like a vacuum of light.
Sebastian, back up.
Well, yeah, working on it. I think, how do you feel about the sidewalk? I'm just going to, I'm going to turn and bolt out into the, to the right.
I think I want you to roll escape for funsies.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I want to lend a hand here too, if I can.
Sure, I would love more entanglement for you. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh, that's not good at all.
Oh no. What am I rolling with for you? For
power.
Sebastian? With power, yeah. Okay. Oh.
Just call it out to me.
That's a miss. 6.
Yeah.
Is that the first roll for Sebastian?
No, that was his second roll.
Nope, second roll.
So, so you do not escape. So I think what I'd like to do with this is, as Sebastian very smartly decides to take the sidewalk. The only problem is it being New Acadia, there are these wonderful freaking, what are they called? The lamp posts with the actual, yeah, sure. In this part of town, there are some actual like gaslit ones. And he rams in to one of them in his attempt to get around. I would say, just because I don't think you were probably going very fast, nobody suffers any harm, but you're kind of stuck and the nuns are converging. Let's cut over to coconuts. All right, so if I recall, somebody was taking a swing. Oh, what's up, Pope?
I would like to invoke one of my moves. I'm too old for this shit. This particular move, which I do love so dearly, is when you get caught up in a fight that you tried to prevent, you get +1 armor and take +1 ongoing to seeing yourself and others out to safety.
That is awesome. Okay, so you've got those in the bank. That's awesome.
Is that the one that gives us +1 armor too?
Do you have that? No, he has that.
Wait a minute. Go ahead. Go keep talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kay has +1 armor. I want to know what everybody's doing, because the last thing I heard was that Doyle was throwing a punch or something, throwing something.
Yeah, I think as soon as Doyle said that the party was coming to them, Ophelia grins and crunches the lollipop between her teeth.
Yes. Queen.
And she's gonna just toss the lollipop stick off to the side, crack her knuckles, and as she's done, I'm gonna put on my demon form, because
Demon form!
fuck it.
Tell us what it looks like.
Yep, so first I gotta roll it, but yep. So I think as she cracks her knuckles, you see, starting from the fingertips, they start to turn black, almost as if this armor is starting to build upon it, ending almost like a glove around just above the elbow, as these crystalline forms. As well, you see she kind of flips up her sunglasses. Her eyes are now pink with little heart pupils in them, because of course she does. Horns start to peek out from the fluffy pink hair as they start to curl upwards, and 2 wings sprout from her back that are black and pink, and smoke and fire starts to burn away at the edges of her clothes as a tail pokes out that looks like a little upside down heart.
Yeah. Penny, who is the closest non-enhanced creature around here, her mouth is just hanging open. There's still an arm on her elbow, but she is temporarily distracted by Ophelia in front of her. Yeah, so you've transformed. Doyle, what are you doing?
I am being a knight. I am being chivalrous. Penny was absconded by these foul wretches, and I shall de-wretch her as he's just going to land on the table, and the son of a bitch that had her by the arm, he is going to remove from this planet.
Okay, describe to me how you're doing this. I think this is unleash an attack no matter what, but...
Yep. I get in trouble when I narrate and then roll. Do you mind if I roll first and then narrate?
Course. Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It hasn't been going my way recently.
You have an advantage.
I'm going to use it, too.
Yeah.
I think I can roll doing this, but let me see.
Yeah, you should be able to switch it to your new thing. Come to a knife fight.
Okay, so I have a partial success.
Yeah, roll twice, take the higher.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you? Oh, I see it now. I see it. Thanks. Great. So on a 7 to 9, you can inflict terrible harm or take something from them. On a 7 to 9, you need to choose they inflict harm on you or you find yourself in a bad spot.
Okay, so here's where we okay, so I inflict, I can pick the one I want, and then I have to pick the one from the below ones, right? Okay. You go with me. You go with me here because I'm gonna fucking wreck this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna inflict terrible harm on him.
Okay. Yep.
This is me knowing what they are and getting them to no longer be where they are and to be out of coconuts. So, as he jumps across the table, he is going to, from his wounded hand, a maybe 6 inches of visible talon appears beneath the denim cuff of his jacket. He is going to catch this fucker in the rib cage and meat hook him out of here as he throws his head into the creature's head, just a daze or whatever he wants to do. So it's a combination move. I would like to then put myself into a bad spot, and if you don't think this is bad enough, I will obviously do something worse, or you can do something worse to me. He's gonna do this and then look at Penny and say, "Look what I've done for you," as whoever owns coconuts witnesses me doing this as an act of whatever for Penny, causing whatever horrific shit's gonna happen to Penny for getting fired.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I mean, if you play it as being terrible for you, I definitely will accept it.
If you think, I don't know if that's bad enough, but he's gonna hook this fucker and start carrying him out, like carry him out past Ophelia, like high five Ophelia as he goes out, and be like, "Come on, I gotta make a phone call, motherfucker!" As he's pulling him out, and
hold. Okay, so yes, and they are. So that puts you in a bad spot. Okay, I like this. So you managed to inflict terrible harm, which means you do one more harm than is necessary, which is good because you notice that you, even with your talons hooking him in the ribcage, he doesn't seem perturbed by it.
I'll let you know this. My talon does an additional 2 harm. So
2 harm?
He's a bit perturbed.
So you're doing 3. Okay. He's still...
I did. Isn't terrible 2?
No.
Oh, terrible's just 1?
It adds 1.
Okay, so if terrible is that, my Talon does 2 additional.
Right.
Okay, so it's still just 3?
Maybe
Okay, I thought...
doing 4 because...
I'm doing 4. I'm wrecking this bit. I'm taking this bastard right out.
Okay. It does 1 less than that. So you're basically inflicting 3, which is still pretty gross. Especially as you push him through the window. We'll say that's what does less harm to him than you would expect. You make your declaration to Penny, and as you are doing this, one of the others is going to jump onto your back. Before we find out what he does, I want to know what Kay is doing.
Kay is grabbing Penny's arm and bolting it for the bar.
Nice.
Going, come on, darling. I know where this is going.
Yeah. I'm going to have you roll escape, and you get your +1 to this. Don't forget that. For you and her, I'll say as a group, because she's still pretty entwined in the combat scenario that's happening.
All right. Well, this is my first time using this system with this. So, roll an escape. I see escape.
Yep, you rolled it a couple times, I think. Your first 2 were a 2 and a 9. So we'll take the 9 because you had an advantage, plus your 1, which makes it a 10.
Minus my blood, which makes it a 9.
Oh, I think your minus blood is already included in that 9.
Okay, so 10.
So it's a 10, which is great. On the 10 plus, choose 1. Either you suffer harm during your escape, you end up in another dangerous situation, you leave something important behind, you owe a debt to someone for your escape, which I don't think applies here. Maybe it does, though. Or you give into your base nature and mark corruption.
Let's say he takes some harm.
All right. So you are going to take... they're vamps. You are going to take 2 harm as you pull her away, as one of the other ones, the third one was going to grab her again. Those claws come into contact with your back, and you get some long scrapes along your back as you push Penny in front of you to block this and help get behind the bar. But you make it, and you are out of the immediate fray, which is maybe good. Ophelia, what you doing, hon? You're muted, girl.
Hello. I rolled an 8 for her demon form, and I'm going to mark a corruption. So I get to pick 2 of the effects.
Yes, tell me about them.
Yes, so I am going to... so I'm going to gain the demonic movement. I can fly.
Great.
And demonic weapon, which for the 3 harm hand, and she's just gonna as she finishes cracking her knuckles, now the transformation complete, the claws on those hands look real sharp, as one does. And I think if she sees the one that's launching himself at Doyle, she's going to just reach out and just grab him and just wrench him away from her friend.
Unleash an attack.
Cool. That is a stat. No, unleash? Okay. 11. That's 3 harm.
3 harm plus you can choose to either inflict terrible harm or take something from them.
We're just gonna inflict terrible harm.
Great, so that would be 4. It seems to shrug at least one of those off. I'm gonna say because it shrugs one off that your claws do the damage, but it's not off his back.
Fine, all right.
Fine. And because of that, It's gonna chomp down. And I don't have to roll anything. Doyle, you take
Yes.
3 harm.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Give me a scar.
Are you sure?
Yes, blood, please.
You son of a bitch.
That's right.
You son of a bitch.
I don't need that motherfucker. Woo!
You don't need that motherfucker. Great. So I want you to describe. So instead of taking that harm, you will get a. Goddamn! I said goddamn. You will take
I said
a
goddamn
to blood going forward.
Yes.
Describe to me what the scar looks like. Because I guess it would be physical, or it could be mental, I guess.
I'll tell you what it is. It's a mental scar because despite the aggressive nature of the bite on the neck, it reminds him of his lost love of the air, his mate who they used to soar millennia ago. And though it was never as aggressive as the bite along his neck where his tattoos cover, the strangely intimate nature of the mouth and the teeth on his neck reminds him of his lost love. And so, apropos, the blood that is being drawn from him is what generates this scar that hits him where it counts, his heart.
Meanwhile, that other one who's not been flung out is going to... Ophelia looking pretty scurry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck you. It's gonna come at you with its claws.
All right.
I don't have to roll anything.
Yep.
So you are going to take, since it's both, I'll say, I don't know, 2 harm.
I am tough as nails, so I have 1 armor.
You have 1 armor, so you only take 1 harm as this thing scratches or tries to scratch like across your kind of your arm, we'll say, where some of that it's like crystalline part of your skin is, and is surprised that he comes up short, but you do see him eyeing up your neck, which is, I think, not covered by that.
No, not really. The collar of her shirt had popped open since, her clothes are kind of on fire.
Amazing. Oh, you know what? He claws you and then he immediately backs away.
Oh, good. That's fun. Yeah. I'm not going to take advantage of that at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Great. So
Does
Doyle's got a vampire on his back.
I got 2. I'm holding 1 and I got 1 on my back.
You're still holding that guy?
Yeah.
I thought you threw him out the window.
No, I'm not going to bust up coconuts. Shit.
Oh, okay, yeah, you got him. He's going to do something probably.
Can I do something first?
Yeah, because you asked so nicely.
I'm going to light myself on fire.
Tell me the mechanics of that.
I burn.
Is that literally it?
Yep.
Is that... I assume that's like, is that a move? Is it just something you do?
It is called Fireborn. And I believe I rolled that one with spirit. And provided I light myself on fire, or I ignore all magical or non-magical environmental effects that are currently... This is probably going to destroy coconuts. Just asterisk FYI. But...
So you don't magically set on fire. You set yourself on fire and ignore the harm from it.
Yes, and I'm also covered in whiskey, so I'm probably going to go up pretty quick.
Yeah, okay.
That was a cool narrative element that I've decided to use now.
Yeah, no, it's amazing how that works out, isn't it?
It does.
Okay, so is there anything? I don't know if there's anything I need you to roll to do this. Well, I mean, the only I'll say
It does have spirit associated with it. You want me to roll spirit?
Yeah, I want you to roll keep your cool, I think. Is that spirit? No, that's like a specific. Oh, yeah. Okay, roll keep your cool.
That's spirit, so I just rolled that with the Fireborn.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so on a 10 plus, all's well. And even though you've got one here and one trying to grab at your neck, you managed to keep your cool and reach for your lighter?
Oh, hell no. I just look, I pull the one that I've got taloned close. I grab the other one that's biting me, pull it down, look them both in the eye, and I say, let's have some fun, fuckers. And he goes and breathes down and lights himself on fire and hugs these sumbitches close to him.
Let's cut over to the South Spectra Art Gallery.
Oh my god. F. Press F for the coconut.
So, Eden, you have transformed. Describe your transformation for us.
So, Eden is an old-timey werewolf. So he's actually just a wolf at this point, right? He's specifically a Mongolian wolf. I think he's a little bigger than a traditional Mongolian wolf, given that he's like sort of magical in a sense. But so he's got this sort of like, for the most part, dark tan fur that sort of grows darker to black at the tips. Snout, a little bit of white down here, and then these bright orange eyes as he transforms. And sort of as he's, and you said that what were the rest of them?
They're more like the Rougarou, which is kind of like your maybe more modern Hollywood hybrid of a wolf and a person. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. They're they're taller and they can walk on two legs, basically. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Eden's gonna growl at them.
You hear Kara going, "Oh, there's my good puppy."
Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna try to fight him.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How do you want to do that? You fight like a small group, so.
I do fight. I think I've got I've got 4 legs with claws and a big old muzzle of teeth. So, and just like very quick with the intelligence of a human. So Eden's just going to basically just right at the throat for one of them. Not with the intention to permanently, he's not going to rip out their throat. Yeah. He's going in to sort of assert dominance, I guess.
Yeah. Is he in control in his wolf form?
At the moment, it's sometimes I lose control.
Okay, we'll have you unleash an attack and then we'll have a keep your cool and see what happens.
Okay, all right. I've got advantage on this.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that you gain natural weaponry, 2 harm, and 1 armor. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Don't think that do anything additional with blood at the moment. Okay. 2 9s, partial success.
All right, so you can you inflict harm as established and then choose one. Inflict terrible harm or take something from them.
Can I take the will to fight from this one and sort of I've established that I am stronger than them at the moment? That person?
Sure, I'm
take
nice.
Them out, take them out of the fight?
Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm gonna say that's Kit then, because I like Kit, and Kit's also been affected by Evangeline's move. So then you have to choose they inflict harm on you, or you find yourself in a bad spot.
I'll take the harm.
Yeah, you will. Okay. So Kit, as you kind of reach out and go for their throat, immediately backs up, and you can kind of tell it's them because of it's the eyes. Mostly, it's like they have very amber eyes, and they're definitely the most human looking out of the three. And they immediately kind of back up and don't seem as aggressive as their fellow wolves. But as you focus on Kit, the others are going to... How much harm do you inflict?
I have 2 natural weapons.
You have armor?
I have 2 armor right now.
Right. So both of them do 2 harm to you, which means you only take 2.
Hey.
But what they do is they are kind of, as you go for them, you being more wolf-like, they go for your hind legs with their claws and are almost like trying to drag you back from Kit, and their claws sink into you and you take 2 harm.
Okay.
Okay, Evangeline, what do you do?
Try not to panic. What's Kara doing at the moment? Does she look like she's gonna get in the fray, or is she just watching, or?
She's watching for now. If she had a nail file, that's what she'd probably be doing.
Oh god. Oh shit. Like, what would... Oh my god. I'm trying to think as to whether or not adrenaline would just take over and she'd just do something stupid, which she probably would. Actually, let's take a look. I think she's definitely, like, visibly terrified right now, and honestly, probably the werewolves could smell that fear. But I think in this moment, if I step forward just a little bit, not to get into the fray, but could I let it out? And essentially, what I want to try and do is just unconsciously in this moment, because normally Evangeline smells very mortal. Just unconsciously in this moment, it's like, just, I'd word it as like an aura of like electricity that like it tingles your nose and you can feel that, like, and it's unmistakably Fae.
Yeah, let's roll some let it out. Roll a spirit.
Roll a spirit, alrighty, and I have advantage on this?
Yep.
Okay. No. Oh, that's okay. That's so good. I don't know what happens when I miss to let it out.
You mark corruption. And it just, like, you can feel it inside of you, but it's almost like, it's like your brain convinces you that you can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that checks.
I think that's something that we talked about with her, part of
it,
yeah. But that fear that is potent in the air, Kara even smells it and kind of wrinkles her nose. Ugh, I hate scared food. And at the same moment, from above, a dark figure drops down and lands right on top of Kara. And as it kind of stands up, you see wearing far less of a tailored suit than before, almost like it's been ripped open, is a very in a very superhero style pose. Her head rises up and you see the pale face and dark hair of Desi standing in front of you, wings sprouting out of her back.
I hear it.
And her eyes are glowing with fire.
I think Evangeline's fallen back and is like scooting back a bit. Just like, Desi?
I'm gonna be in so much trouble. And that's where we'll end this week's episode. Yay! Yay! Ah. Woo! Yes, fun. Okay, let's do outros because I ran us over because I asked if I could because I'm very responsible. I can't even pretend to be a rule breaker. Okay, and we're going to go in reverse order, which means we start with our guests. Let's start with Jim. You're muted, my friend.
Yay! I can see. It's great.
Yay.
Oh no, this is awesome. This is delightful, and it's everything I could have hoped for.
Yay.
I am Jim Ryan. I am a writer, streamer, and podcaster. You can I am OtherDoc on both Twitch and Twitter. My website is jimyesthatjim.com, where I have links to my various media and the game signups and things of that nature. Over on my channel on Thursday, we are starting our July's mini campaign of Bad Streets, which is a 1970s cop show that's powered by the apocalypse. On Friday, if you'd like to see me playing in another Urban Shadows campaign in which I play a different Southerner, then you feel free to come over to Off the Table on that evening, and I'm going to be playing in San Guajona the Claiming. That is their 1890s Urban Shadows campaign, which is tied to the other San Guajona stuff, and it is a joy. I get to play a casino, theater, and brothel owner who works for a demon. It's wonderful. And on Saturday morning, I actually believe I'm going to be over on a charity stream for Salty Sweet Games, playing Honey Heist for the first time. And I expect that to be utterly delightful with a couple of these wonderful folks. And Saturday evening, we begin in earnest the first role-playing session on my channel of the Invisible Sun campaign that we have just started. And I think it's going to be nuts. And then finally, Sundays I do one-shots, and we're doing For the Queen. And so that I'm finally going to get to play that, and I am utterly delighted. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Awesome.
Awesome. And let's hop over to Pope. Hello, Pope. K's a trip.
As designed. No, tonight was just an absolute blast. Thank you all. Thank you, Legion. As for me, yes, I am Pope WorldBuild on the Twitter, WorldBuild on Twitch. I lurk in all your streams. If you want to see me, Mondays are my day over on Encounter Roleplay. 2 p.m. Eastern for Warhammer 40k Inquisitor, where I play a far higher pitched and much more high-strung individual. But otherwise, for all of you who are viewing this on the YouTube, we absolutely adore you. Love to have you here live. And for those of you in chat, I love each and every single one of you. Take care, and I'll see you all later.
Awesome. Alrighty, and Pope and Jim are going to be back with us next week because we could not have them just for one episode, and I like the chaos of having 7 players, personally. All right, Kiana, do some outros.
Yeah. Oh man, I finally got to do Ophelia's demon form, which I've been sitting on for forever. Love it so much. Tonight, actual trash fires, actual literal trash fires. They are actually on fire. This is what's happening. It's cool. We're cool. Everything's great. But yeah, until next time, you guys find me over on Twitter at Kiana S. Best way to figure out what I'm doing. Come over the internet doing roleplay, game stuff, whether that's streaming or writing or just shouting into the void. We're back on this channel on Wednesday for May Black Roses Bloom, our final act. That's going to be a wild time. And as was mentioned before, on Saturday, July 6th, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. EDT, we are doing a charity stream. This is the charity stream benefiting a local girl who is going through childhood cancer. So we are supporting her and her family through their fight because, you know what, no family should have to worry about financial costs when they're going through that. So we have 12 hours of awesome tabletop games and a lot of cool things to give away. You'll see a bunch of faces from here on the channel. So come and join us then and follow us over on Salty Sweet Games on both Twitter and Twitch to keep up with us and all the awesome stuff that's going to be happening.
Gregory.
Hi, everybody. Grimjack21502 here. Greg, if you will. I played Doyle tonight, who kicked ass and manipulated the rules into his favor yet again. I really like Urban Shadows. It allows me to do exactly what I want. It's sort of like I'm the GM for all of this, in addition to being the Smooch Queen. Anywho, where you can find me is Grimjack21502 on the Twitter. Obviously part of the Tales from the Grim team here on the Twitch. We've got a lot of fun things coming up this week. The aforementioned May Black Roses Bloom on Wednesday. We have got some fun things on Sunday with Sky Chasers, our 1950s Pulp Cthulhu-esque sci-fi drama X-Files, starting at 3 p.m. And our Marvel Superheroes, charity-driven Empire City begins at 6 p.m. on Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. Please check us out there. It's going to be fun. We will reveal the charity when we start the show. I will be playing Stan Lee. So join us there. But join us back here next Monday when I go over the rule book a little bit more, figure out how to vex. I like that word this evening. Vex Lauren. And anywho, love you all. Be back next week.
I'll think about it. Allison.
This night, I'm writing in my journal, Dear Diary, today was the day I fell in love with Urban Shadows. This was a freaking blast. It was so much fun. And Jim and Pope, it's so much fun to get to play this with you. Thanks so much for all that you brought. I am just dying to see Sebastian and Claire. They're gonna get themselves out of this, because there is nothing scarier than 4 pissed off nuns coming after you. And to I thought you said 4, right? 3 in front and 1 in the back?
No, I never said how many there were.
Oh, shit. Anyway, you can catch me on Saturday on the aforementioned charity stream at Salty Sweet Games, also playing in Honey Heist. So I'm looking forward to that. On Sundays on Tommy's channel, getting to play some Things from the Flood, which is the sequel game to Tales from the Loop. We are just a bunch of 90s kids saving refrigerators from velociraptors. Trust me, it'll make sense if you tune in. It's some good shit. Right back here on Monday nights, you can catch me on Twitter at Allison Robinson with 2 L's and a Y. And check out my website, AllisonRobinson.com. If you are feeling like nostalgic for the old Project Athena, Pulp Cthulhu days, I am continuing to put up more and more of the bazillion pages of original fiction that I wrote for that game. And for our characters, some new alternate universe stuff getting ready to pop up as well. So check me out there. I love getting to play this game with these people. Thank you all so much.
Now I'll go over to the people who are actually my friends. Tommy.
Hello. Oh, well, I mean, we didn't all get in the same fight, but we did all get in a fight. And the group that fights together stays together. I don't know how true that is right now in our current game. I was super excited to go Wolf. We'll see where that goes. I am Imperator Pengu on the Twitter sphere. I do tabletop RPG stuff across the interwebs, as well as some video editing stuff, like the intro to this show here, along with a couple others I've done for this channel. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll find a postie with my schedule, which I need to update for July to include our Tales, Things from the Flood campaign, which will be on my channel this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Come join us when you too can learn about Robot Jesus.
God damn it. Sorry, I need to rephrase something. My one true friend, Avery.
Hello, it's
I'm
me.
still worried because Avery
Yeah.
is an actual angel.
Yes, my name's Avery. I'm a member online. I'm an artist and I cosplay occasionally. I'm not gonna be on the charity stream, but my merch will be. I sent Lauren a whole couple sets of pins and some stickers that you have the opportunity to win. And the reason I'm not gonna be on the charity stream is because it's convention season for me now, which is great. If there's any viewers in Australia, I am going to be at AvCon in Adelaide this coming weekend at Table 53. And it's gonna be like a little. We're like right in the corner, so come to the D&D corner. Essentially, we got like a bunch of friends in the area, so come get your D&D merch there. And then the weekend after that, I will be in Sydney at Smash at table 631, which I will note it is not in the artist alley. It is in the indie game section because they had one too many artists and they needed to move someone, and I was that person. So hello, fellow indie game producers. I'm one of you. And then the week after that, I fly out and go to America. So bye, y'all. And then it'll be Gen Con. And then after Gen Con, I'll be at Animaga tabling again. Don't know what table for that one. It's a very busy one. But yeah, I think that's it for me. I love this session. I want to see how long I can go without receiving harm.
Oh yeah, that's right. The squishiest one hasn't been hurt yet.
Desi, please. Desi, please help me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, that's me done.
That is awesome. I'm Lauren. I'm not Salty Ginger over on Twitter. Don't put heart faces up at me, Missy. I don't have that much to say. I'm sure I do though, right? Sunday on Imperator Penguin, playing Things from the Flood. Other things coming up as summer goes on here. You know, to be fair to Greg, I do the exact same thing to him every time I play with him, and I have been his player much more than his GM. So this is earned revenge that I will put out of balance again very soon. So it's fine. He's not the smooch queen though, and so he should stop saying it.
Thank you for being mature.
I'll be doing the charity stream over on Salty Sweet Games with Kiana and sending out all of the awesome prizes that we've got to give away. For anyone who donates to this awesome cause, anybody who's watching, it's going to be a great time. I'm running some level 20 D&D 5e at the end of the evening, so I'm sure I won't go insane. No, I'm not. Somebody end this. Let's go raid someone. Let's go raid Scraticus probably, because I think they're still streaming.
What's our raid cry?
Literal trash fire?
Literal trash fire.
Literal trash fire.
Yeah, that feels right.
Change it again.
I almost want to say cheese fries, just because I'm still thinking about those.
I like cheese fries too.
Cheese fries
Let's
also
do
very good.
cheese fries. We'll make them all hungry. Okay, let's do it.
All right, is that what we're doing? We're going to go over to Scrat.
Cheese fries. Yeah, let's go over to
Okay,
Scrat and say cheese fries.
All right, thanks everybody. It's great to be back after a week. This was a super fun game. I always give Lauren shit, but it's a fun game, and she's a great GM. These are all fantastic players. We got 2 members of the Legion that rock it each and every time I've ever had a chance to play with them. Love it, love it, love it. Can't wait to do this again next week. We've got a great thing coming up a little bit later with the Realms Remembered. I will leave you with the Realms promo as we go raid Scraticus. And as the campfire goes down, there's only one thing left to say. You can't always roll nat 20s unless you're Doyle, but you can always role play. We'll see you later, friends.